Namaskaram. Hello friends, this is Ramm Gopaall, your BNN Guru. I hail from Hyderabad, Telangana. I have been teaching Brigu and Nadi for the last 20 years. I learnt this precious subject from late Shri hailing from Bangalore. BNN Brigu Nandi Nadi. Based on these concepts, today we are going to discuss who is going to become UP Chief Minister again. Yogi Adityanadh will repeat the history. Will he again become Chief Minister? So let us discuss about his chart. What is going to happen within this 1 week? Because we have 1 week only result. Now today we are going to discuss Yogi Adityanadh horoscope, CM of Uttar Pradesh. He was born 5th, 6th, 1972. So Lagna is not necessary in Brigu and Nadi. That's why I have not taken Lagna here, but Lagna is mentioned. So we are not sure because we have taken this date of birth from internet. So anyhow, time may be different. But in Brigu and Nadi, the wonderful thing here is we can predict based on only the combination of planets. You see, when Yogi Adityanadh was born, where the planetary, how the planetary combinations, now we are going to discuss. Actually, Jupiter is posited in Sagittarius. It was retro. That's why in Brigu and Nadi, if any planet is retro, they are supposed to be in both houses. They give the result of both houses. And Saturn Karmakaraka is posited with the Sun. Sun is here, politics, government, and with Mercury. Mercury and Sun, this is a beautiful combination. Intelligent politician or popular businessman. Generally, whoever has this combination, Mercury and Sun. And Venus is actually retro. That's why I have placed retro in the 12th house. I mean Taurus. Moreover, Mercury and Venus both are exchanged here. That's why Venus is also supposed to be with Saturn. Saturn plus Venus, minister planet, planet of ministry. And Sun is here. Sun is politics or government. And moreover, Saturn is conjoined with Rahu also in the 9th house, anti-clockwise Rahu. So Saturn is connected to Rahu, Saturn is connected to Venus, Saturn is connected to Mercury, Saturn is connected to Sun. So anyhow, as Mercury, Venus are exchanged, only Saturn is supposed to be with Mercury and Sun and Rahu, these 4 planets. Moreover, Saturn is aspected by Jupiter by being retro. So Jupiter generally aspects 1593711 to 12. In the similar way, when any planet is retro from the 12th house, also same common. So anyhow, Jupiter is supposed to be here in Scorpio. From Scorpio, Jupiter is aspecting Sun. Sun is Atma and Jupiter is the Self and Jiva. So this is called Jiva Atma Samyoga. It is a wonderful yoga. You see, there are 29 states in India. How many chief minister names do we know? Tell me. So hardly on fingers. Like Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, Mamata Banerjee, or Stalin, or KCR, or you see Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Jagan Mohan Reddy. Hardly 4 to 5 sensational chief ministers in India. Why? Why they got so much popularity? Because in all their horoscopes, Sun and Jupiter aspect will be together. So Jupiter plus Sun, Jivatma Samyoga, popularity yoga. This Jupiter is already aspected by Rahu. Rahu is always retro planet. In anti-clockwise, it will touch Jupiter. So that's why Jupiter gains the qualities of Rahu. Rahu is here big, 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 big. So big popularity yoga, Jupiter the Self and Sun is here Jivatma. Jivatma Samyoga is here multiplied, enhanced. So that's why the native year Yogi Adityanadh got popularity among all the CMs in India. Here, Jupiter is again aspecting Saturn. Saturn is here karma. Jupiter is dharma. Dharma, karma. When these are together, this is called Dharma Karma Yoga. This is a wonderful yoga, top most position the native will get in any field. So here, the Karma Karaka is connected to Sun. So that's why the native is in politics or forming government. So now, as Jupiter is aspecting highest position, so you can check in any horoscope. So it may be Prime Minister, Chief Minister, or President. So who are in high position in any field, it may be politics or government or private or medicine or law. So this combination is in the horoscope of a judge. This combination you can see in the horoscope of a doctor. This combination you can see in the horoscope of a teacher, of a minister, president, CMs. So this is a wonderful yoga. This gives big position. Because Jupiter is aspected by Rahu, moreover Saturn is already conjoined with Rahu. So wonderful yoga. So Saturn and Jupiter, Dharma Karma yoga. When Jupiter, Saturn, Sun, Rahu, these are conjoined together, then the native will have wonderful Raja Pratapa yoga, highest position. This yoga even may make Yogi Adityanath, it is no exaggeration to say, he has such yogas. As Saturn is connected with Sun, Venus, Rahu, Jupiter, this is a wonderful yoga called Raja Pratapa Yoga, Chakravarti Yoga, King of the Kings. These people will become monarch, mighty monarch. So such a wonderful yogas Yogi Adityanath got. That's why in successive elections, he won 5 elections. He grew victorious. He became victorious in 5 successive elections as MP. It is not a joke. Yes, he has such yogas. After winning 5 elections as member of Parliament, he became Chief Minister. He became Chief Minister because Saturn is conjoined with Sun, Venus, Rahu and Jupiter. Saturn is connected to these planets. It is a wonderful yoga. So why, let's keep for a while politics aside. What is his marital status? He remained bachelor. Why? From Jupiter, Sagittarius, the 7th house lord is in the 6th house. That is Mercury. And moreover, Mercury is exchanged with Venus. Venus is 6th house lord from Sagittarius. So, as Mercury is exchanged with 6th house lord, the connection is stable. They are connected. 7th house lord is with the 6th house lord is exchanged. That's why he remained bachelor. Moreover, you see Venus is posited in Mars also. Venus and Mars both are posited in 7th house from Jupiter, and Venus Mars has Ketu. Anti-clock Ketu is slapping on Mars and Venus. Anti-clock Ketu is afflicting Mars and Venus. That's why he remained bachelor, unmarried. That's one thing. And now let's take Jupiter's 10th house. Here I am taking Jiva Lagna. Jupiter is Lagna here. In Brigu and Nadi, we consider Jupiter as Lagna. That's why from Jupiter, 7th house lord is connected with 6th house lord. They are exchanged. And moreover, Mars, Venus, the Karakas of marriage, and wife Venus is connected to Ketu. So then it shows a delay of marriage or disturbance of marriage. That is one thing. And now let's come to Mercury. Mercury is from Jupiter, 10th house lord, from Jiva Lagna. So you see, as Mercury, 10th house lord from Jupiter is associated with the Sun. Sun is politics, and at the same time it is connected to Karma Karaka. So the 10th house lord Mercury is giving here karma in politics and in government. Okay. And moreover, if you take, for example, Karakamsha, we can say Saturn. Saturn is causative planet for corruption. From Saturn, Sun is connected in the 1st house. So that's why the native will be in either government or politics. He is in politics, and also he became chief minister, forming government. So that's why Sun Karakatva is here materialized, which is here Sun is connected to Saturn. And moreover, Saturn is aspecting here Jupiter. When Karma Karaka is aspecting Jupiter, the native will get highest position in any field. So he got in politics highest position. He became CM. And moreover, you see Rahu is retro. Rahu aspects Jupiter, and the retro Jupiter is also aspecting Saturn by being retro. Anyhow, Rahu and Jupiter both are here connected. Guru Chandala Yoga, called in traditional astrology. But we don't have Guru Chandala Yoga. Only connection of Rahu with Jupiter is signifies. It tells that the native will get a topmost position in his field. after 35, 40, 45, 50. You see, every 5 years, he in successive elections, he became MP again and again, re-elected, 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 and lastly, he became chief minister. Such highest position he got because of Rahu and Jupiter. Rahu is here. Most of the people think that astrological world think that Rahu is a death karaka. It is not only death karaka, it will help any retro planets. Here Jupiter is retro. So here Rahu generally denotes big, mamant, big, vast, multi. So here multi opportunities the native will get, and Rahu and Jupiter here. Rahu is big and Jupiter is a respectable position. Topmost and big respectable position the native got because of the combination Rahu and Jupiter here. This is Brigu. Only by combination of planets we can predict many things. Fine. So Mercury is here, 10th house lord. It is connected to Saturn, Sun, government, and politics. That is fine. And Mercury itself, it is a planet of intelligence. Sun is politics. So he is an intelligent politician, no doubt. And Venus is also connected to Mercury. That's why he has higher knowledge. He has higher knowledge. And moreover, you see, Saturn, Mars, and Ketu are in successive houses. This is a Langhuti Yoga. And Jupiter is retro and aspecting Saturn. So, he is a sannyasi. He renounced many things in his life. He was also some Pitadapati, even when he was in politics. And he is really Hindu Twavadi, and he is ready to sacrifice his life for Hinduism, no doubt. And now the question is, the native had topmost ranks regarding politics. As I told you now, Raja Pratapa Yuga. So he is a politician, he is a bachelor, unmarried, sadhu, sannyasi, and at the same time, you see, when he was in the third round, this third round actually Jupiter's rounds. If we once check Jupiter rounds, the third round Lord is here Saturn, 25 to 37. He entered into politics, and at the age of 26, he became chief minister. He became MP. He was the youngest MP in the parliament in those days. At the age of 26, he became MP. If you take Jupiter rounds into consideration, the third round ruling planet is Saturn. Saturn is connected to Sun politics, and Saturn is connected to Jupiter in the 7th house, retro aspected Jupiter. Retro aspected Jupiter in the 7th house from Saturn. So that's why Rahu is here giving him a very good result. Rahu accepts death in terms of death. Only it will damages the living thing, but it will help for non-living and material things. So Rahu is here with the Jupiter as it is retro, always retro in motion and connected to Jupiter. It is giving, Rahu is giving here very good position in his field, that is politics, because Jupiter is also aspecting Saturn. So the ruling planet is here, Saturn. So the ruling planet is here, Saturn. And you see, what are the planets are aspecting even Aquarius? Mercury is aspecting, Sun is aspecting, Saturn is aspecting, Venus is aspecting. In Brigu Nadi 1593711 aspects we will consider. That's why in the third round at the age of 25 to 37, he started his political career, he became MP. So this man here won 2 times. So if you check, in the third round MP in 3 times, 1998, 1999, 2004, 3 times he became an MP. And in the 4th round, 2009, 2014, he became 2 times MP. 5 times he won as MP. And here, after 5 these times, the 6th time he became Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh in 2017 at the age of 45. You see, the 45 age is regarding to in which round, Jupiter's round. It will be Jupiter's round 37 to 49 years. So there is moon. Whenever Jupiter, the progressive Jupiter touches moon, then there will be change in his life. That change is in politics. So formerly he worked as MP. He won as MP, but now he became Chief Minister. That is the change in his life. So when he became Chief Minister, what was the transiting positions? Jupiter is actually Virgo and Saturn is here retro in Sagittarius and Sun and Venus actually in Pisces. Suppose so, my dear friends, you see here, when he became Chief Minister, so here Jupiter is actually transit Jupiter. This is transit Jupiter. Transit Jupiter is in the house of Virgo, and at the same time, transit Saturn is a retro in Sagittarius. What a wonderful combination got here. And you see, Jupiter is transit Jupiter when he became Chief Minister. Transit Jupiter is aspecting Saturn and Sun. Sun is government, Sun is popularity, and Saturn is here profession Karaka. So when Jupiter is aspecting Sun and Saturn, the native became here Chief Minister. At the same time, you see, transit Saturn is sitting on Jupiter, retro Jupiter. You may ask, sir, Jupiter is retro. Yes, transit Saturn is also retro here. So that's why transit Saturn is aspecting Jupiter and Jupiter is aspecting Saturn. It will denote the NATO will win the election. And when it comes to monthly planets, you take monthly planets, transit Sun and Venus is here. Transit Sun and Venus is here. So now, transit Sun is aspecting that. Sun is politics. Sun is promotion in politics. Sun is here aspecting natal Jupiter, retro Jupiter. It is aspecting. The Jupiter is here, natal Jupiter is retro, and it is supposed to be in the 12th house. That means Scorpio. Transit Sun is aspecting Jupiter. So this is the month elections were held. So that's why as Sun is moreover is aspecting Saturn Sun combination also. Vrittikara. So that's why the NATO won with landslide victory, we can say, spectacular victory. It was wonderful victory for Yogi Adityanath. Yogi Adityanath became chief minister when transit Jupiter is aspecting natal Saturn and transit Saturn is aspecting natal Jupiter, sitting on natal Jupiter, and transit Sun is aspecting natal Jupiter and natal Saturn. These are things happening. So it is actually in 2017. In 2017 or this is the when he won the election and became chief minister. 19/3/2017. These are the planetary combination transit planets. These are the transit planets on that day. Okay, my dear friends. Now let us check. Will he again succeed in his elections? Now you know where there are planets. You know Jupiter is in Aquarius and Saturn is in, for example, Saturn is actually in Capricorn. And Venus is also here along with Saturn, and Sun is with Jupiter. So let us check what are the combinations. Generally, these are aspecting which planets. Now you know Jupiter is here. This is a transit. This is a transit Jupiter. Okay. This is transit Jupiter. And transit Saturn. Now transit Saturn is aspecting Rahu, Saturn, Sun, Mercury, Venus in the same direction. At the same time, Saturn is sitting on Rahu, which is connected to Jupiter in the 12th house. It's a wonderful yoga. I told you Rahu, Jupiter. So at the same time, transit Saturn is aspecting 5th house, Mercury, Sun, Saturn, Venus, and the 7th house there is no planet, and 11th house again retro aspecting Jupiter. So here Saturn is aspecting again Jupiter and Saturn. So Jupiter and Sun, Jivatma Samyoga, and Saturn and Jupiter is here Dharma Karmadi Yoga, and at the same time Saturn is sitting on Rahu. Rahu is connected to Jupiter. So this is Guru Chandala Yoga. So these are three combinations. Once again, he is going to become chief minister of here. Once again, he will become chief minister. The chances are there. Now, when it comes to Jupiter, Jupiter is aspecting Venus, which is connected to Sun, Saturn, because Venus is exchanged with Mercury. That's why Venus is here connected to Saturn. But at the same time, Venus is connected to Saturn. At the same time, Jupiter is here connected to Saturn, Venus, Sun. As Venus is exchanged with Mercury, they are connected to each other. Venus, Saturn, Sun, Mercury, these are connected. That's why again Jupiter is aspecting the same combination, Raja Pratapa Yoga. So, my dear friends, 99% it seems he is going to win once again. He is going to repeat the history, no doubt. But we have to check the party horoscope also. But anyhow, the elections were generally, they have BJP party under the leadership of Yogi Adityanadh, as it went for elections. So his horoscope mainly definitely will be very important and instrumental in his planets here would play pivotal role and instrumental role definitely in the elections now to be held. And now definitely on the 10th, once again Yogi Adityanath gathered full strength, no doubt. But there may be tough, because in the previous 2017 elections, straight away Jupiter is aspecting Saturn, and at the same time Saturn is sitting on Jupiter itself. But here Jupiter is not straight away aspecting Sun and Saturn. It is through Venus, it is aspecting Saturn and Sun. So what does it mean? There may be some tight fight, but finally ultimately he will win, no doubt. So this is actually what I have observed in this horoscope. And now running Jupiter rounds is here once again, now in the 4th house. So this is actually (49 to 52 and 61). So now he is in around 50 years. Now the ruling planet in this house is 5th round. Jupiter's 5th round is also, the ruling planet is also here, Jupiter. Jupiter and Saturn very favorable to him, because Jupiter and Saturn are connected to Rahu. Rahu always multiply the yoga. That's why in the beginning I told you, he is our future, he is considered to be future Prime Minister by many people. We all expect him to be future Prime Minister also. So that may take place in 2024, after 2024 elections, 2026 year, at the age of 2000, in that year, particularly 2026, there is a possibility that he would become Prime Minister of India if BJP once again came into power. So you see, if Adityanath came into power here, because his 5th round is working, so that in the 5th round itself, he will be elevated to some other big post. It may be governor, or it may be President of India or Prime Minister. Such a highest post definitely Yogi Adityanath would get, no doubt. So that is what these planets are telling according to Brigu. Anyhow, thank you friends. With my limited knowledge, in in astrology based on my Brigu Nadi principles. I am predicting that once again he would become chief minister, and if at all, no doubt he will become chief minister. So definitely. So this is my prediction for 2022, this Uttar Pradesh election. This Uttar Pradesh election. So we have to check generally other Akhilesh Yadav horoscope and other party horoscopes also. But I have checked those horoscopes also. But this time they are going to give more fight. Akhilesh Yadav give more fight. But ultimately success will be only with Yogi Adityanadh. So, okay, friends, let us hope for the best, whoever wins. So, welcome once again. I welcome you to the world of Nadi astrology. If you are interested, we are conducting weekend classes and daily regular classes also. So, if at all you like my video, please first like and share. At the same time, if you have not subscribed so far, please subscribe my channel so that you will get notifications whenever we upload new videos. Thank you very much. Thank you one and all.